This is the breaking news. Club New Genesis Entertainment with the one, the only, the Don Juan Banks covering Monday Night Raw. Let me tell you something. Raw sucked. I don't even have to go through all the matches, but let's go through three things. That's number one. CM Punk. Is he the worst in the world? You know, I love CM Punk to death. And his AEW run was marred with injury, but he won the title there 2 times in defeating Jon Moxley. And he got in a fight with Dirty Jungle Boy, and then he got released with the company. But he had previously had a fight with the Elite and the Young Bucks before that. Then he comes to the WWE. And let's not even go before AEW, his failed UFC run where he lost 2 fights and was humiliated. And, you know, the training from those 2 fights that he lost could have played a role in the torn tricep injury that he suffered right now. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk came out and he said that he tore his tricep. And then Drew McIntyre came down. Now, we found out the real reason why he tore his tricep, and that was because of the future shot DDT that Drew McIntyre hit on him in the Royal Rumble. CM Punk eliminated Drew McIntyre, and then CM Punk, the last 2 was Cody Rhodes, and he was eliminated. So WWE made the right decision by not having CM Punk win the Royal Rumble because he would have just got injured. And they did something like that in the past with Edge, and Edge suffered a rib injury, and they had to make the main event with Roman Reigns a 3-way, which was Daniel Bryan, Edge, and Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns stacked both of them up top on each other and beat them, which was very humiliating. Both men now, Daniel Bryan and Edge, are in AEW, which sucks. So CM Punk got thrown out. So he comes out, he has a sling around his arm, and he tells everybody, he's like, I got bad luck and I'm injured. I'm going to be out for 3 to 6 months and I'm sorry, basically. He says, well, you know what? That's the reason why I signed for the UFC, because I was scared. He said, this is the reason why I came back to WWE, because I was scared. And then Drew McIntyre comes down there and he says he exercised the demons on him and he prayed for this to happen. And then he attacked CM Punk on that torn tricep. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you something. CM Punk, this is a huge, huge setback for him. I love him to death. Huge setback. You're talking about 6 months of rehabilitation, getting his body back in shape. You're talking about essentially CM Punk probably won't be back till next year's Royal Rumble. He's basically out for an entire year. He's 45. He's going to come back 46. Chael Sonnen, who's does reviews on MMA, has always said this. He says, when you get older, you don't get better. You get worse. So it's very hard to see CM Punk coming back in a higher capacity than what we've seen in the past, because it does seem like things are going to get worse. And WWE is not too keen on giving into his demands if they know that he is a liability and he's not reliable. So he was going to go to WrestleMania in the main event, ladies and gentlemen. I'm saying 9 times out of 10, he was going to win that match. Now, we know Seth Rollins is injured with an MCL, ACL injury. We just found out that Kevin Owens is working with a broken foot. So WWE is doing some house cleaning. Cody Rhodes was injured in the past before. He won the Royal Rumble, but just because he keeps himself from getting injured probably is going to propel him to winning the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. I'm dead serious with you, at WrestleMania. So then we go into Cody Rhodes. We go to Cody Rhodes is delivering promo. Injured Seth Rollins come out there. The crowd was dull for Cody. He just don't got the charisma. I wanted to say positive things about him, but I just got to say this right now. Cody Rhodes sucks. He sucks. And it's real, real sad. And Seth Rollins had to come out there. He got the crowd into it, just like CM Punk had got the crowd into the Royal Rumble. So Cody Rhodes was going to make the decision to face probably Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, but Seth came out and told him, you got to face me, because he is the real world champion, but he's the injured world champion. And Roman Reigns is still the guy, although he's not on every SmackDown or every pay-per-view. He is the #1 wrestler, point blank. He won both belts and made him the undisputed champion. But you know how WWE wants to mind game you, and then he's the Raw champion. Now he's the world champion. So we just forget about that whole thing that Roman Reigns is the undisputed champion. But they can do what they want to do. They don't fool the people who subscribe here. They don't. And so that was the end of the promo, essentially. So then you had Kofi Kingston versus Gunther. I tell you, he sold Gunther's. This is KCIC. Shots like he hit with a cannon, which I imagine is what it hit from a big Australian. Smartly, they could have continued the larger Imperium story with Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser attack Kofi and Xavier post-match. Everything here felt logical, emotional, and satisfying. So you know what? Raw wasn't good at all. Raw, I give Raw. For the CM Punk promo, for Seth Rollins coming out, 3 out of 10. I really do. It's just horrible. It really is. It's just not great, unfortunately. And it's hard to get through it. Kofi Kingston versus Gunther. Yeah, it's hard to get through it. Gunther wins by pinfall with the 10 rule powerbomb, retaining the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Take that time to subscribe. Peace.